Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we've got some explosive news shaking up the corporate world straight from the top of one of the planet's biggest food companies. We're talking about Nestle, the giant behind your favorite Nescafe drinks, Purina pet food, and Kit Kat bars. Just listen to this. Their CEO, Laurent Freixe, has been abruptly fired. And the reason? An undisclosed romantic relationship with a direct subordinate, a move that clearly violated the company's strict code of conduct. This isn't just a ripple, it's a huge splash in the world of big business, sending a clear message about accountability, no matter how high up you are. Let's break down exactly what happened, what it means for Nestle, and for corporate ethics everywhere. Laurent Freixe had been at the helm as Nestle's chief executive for only 1 year, taking over in September of last year. But his history with the company stretches back nearly 4 decades. He first joined Nestle in France way back in 1986, working his way up through various sales and marketing roles. Before becoming CEO, he managed the company's operations in Europe, steered through major economic crises, and even led the Latin America division. His career was a classic success story, full of achievements, like launching the Nestle Needs Youth initiative, which aimed to help millions of young people find economic opportunities. Given such a long and impactful career, his sudden dismissal has truly shocked many. The core issue was a romantic relationship with an employee who reported directly to him, a relationship that he kept hidden from the company. This isn't just a minor oversight. Nestle clearly states that such undisclosed relationships, especially with a direct subordinate, go against its code of business conduct. The company's board, led by Chairman Paul Bulke and lead independent director Pablo Isla, launched an investigation into the matter, even bringing in external legal advisors to ensure it was thorough and objective. What makes this even critical is that Frey reportedly initially denied the relationship to the board. However, after a second independent investigation, the relationship was confirmed. This inquiry, by the way, was apparently triggered by a report that came through the company's internal whistleblowing channel. The employee involved was not part of the executive board. Nestle's chairman, Paul Bulke, didn't mince words, stating very clearly this was a necessary decision. Nestle's values and governance are strong foundations of our company. This is a powerful statement, emphasizing that the company's ethical principles stand above any individual, regardless of their position. And the consequences for Frey were immediate and severe. His dismissal was effective right away, and he will not receive an exit package. This is a stark reminder that in today's corporate world, maintaining ethical standards and transparency is paramount, and breaching those standards can have profound personal and professional costs. So with Frey out, who steps into this massive role? Philipp Navratil has been appointed as the new CEO of Nestle, effective immediately. Navratil is no stranger to Nestle either. He's a veteran who started with the company in 2001 as an internal auditor. Over the years, he's gained diverse experience across many parts of the business. He was country manager for Nestle Honduras, led the coffee and beverage business in Mexico, and was responsible for the global strategy of major coffee brands like Nescafé and Starbucks. Most recently, he served as the CEO of Nestle's Nespresso division, where he was credited for accelerating growth. He also joined Nestle's executive board in January of this year. Chairman Paul Bulke expressed strong confidence in Navratil, highlighting his impressive track record, dynamic presence, and collaborative leadership style. Importantly, the company wants to make one thing clear. There will be no change in Nestle's strategic direction, and they will not, quote-unquote, lose pace on performance. Navratil himself has affirmed his commitment to the company's current strategy and action plan, pledging to drive growth and efficiency with intensity. Now, let's talk about the business landscape Navratil is stepping into. Nestle is a titan, the world's largest food company, headquartered in Vevey, Switzerland. They employ over 270,000 people globally, with around 36,000 workers in the United States alone. But even giants face challenges. In 2024, the company reported annual revenue of about $91.7 billion, which was a decrease of about 2% from the previous year. Net profit also saw a dip, coming in at around $10.9 billion, a decrease of about 3%. The company's stock has also felt the pressure, falling over 17% in the past year. They're navigating a tough consumer environment, dealing with rising commodity costs, the negative impact of tariffs, and sluggish consumer spending in key markets like China. To counter these headwinds, Nestle has already implemented price increases to offset higher coffee and cocoa costs, and they're currently reviewing their underperforming vitamins, minerals, and supplements business. Navratil's immediate task will be to maintain market position and stabilize the organization while driving forward these critical growth and efficiency plans. This situation at Nestle isn't an isolated incident, and that's a crucial point. We've seen a growing trend of high-profile executives being dismissed from major companies due to workplace relationships or other misconduct. Think about BP, where their CEO Bernard Looney resigned in 2023 for failing to disclose past relationships. Or McDonald's, that fired CEO Stephen Eastbrook in 2019 for a consensual relationship with an employee that violated company policy. Even Kohl's fired CEO Ashley Buchanan this past May after an investigation into his personal relationship with the vendor. These cases, including Nestle's, highlight a significant shift in corporate governance. Companies are increasingly prioritizing ethical conduct, transparency, and accountability, even when it means making tough decisions about long-serving, high-ranking leaders. Unforeseen CEO dismissals like this often trigger immediate negative reactions in the stock market as investors grow skeptical about short-term stability and potential operational disruptions. It clearly shows that when exits are linked to misconduct, they erode trust. The message is loud and clear. Company policies apply to everyone, from the newest employee to the chief executive, and adherence to these standards is now more critical than ever. This moment marks a stark reminder of the evolving landscape of corporate ethics and the unwavering commitment to strong governance. And that's the latest from the corporate world. What do you think about Nestle's decision? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown insightful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more breaking financial news, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.